primer, and I'm using my MAC Cosmetics Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm actually using this since I wanted it to be a little bit lighter than my actual skin tone, and I'm actually just going to be using a brush and my finger. After this, I'm going to be starting my eye makeup, and I'm going to be using my NYX Taupe color. I'm going to be going for a very natural and shimmery look, as I saw for Kim Kardashian's look. I'm going to be using a Fix Plus in order to get more of a dent in my eye, more longevity on my eyeshadow, and I just really want it to be a lot more visible, but at the same time for it to be very natural looking. As you guys can tell, I'm going to be using a lot of blending in this tutorial since I am just going to be showing you guys one eye. I really wanted to emphasize on the blending on this eye look. Then we're going to go in with the color Shroom, and we're going to be using this on the centers of our eyes. We will be applying Fix Plus in order to illuminate that color since we are going for a dewy look on this tutorial. For a more brighter look, I'm going to use Soft and Gentle by MAC, which as we all know is a highlighter, but I am going to be applying it on the centers of my eyes also in order to bring out my eyes and make it look extremely natural and dewy. Then I'm going to go in with the color Taupe again, just to kind of, not lose that crease or that soft look that I was looking for when applying the Soft and Gentle. And this is basically how it's turning out right now. I'm just showing you guys how I did the other one in order for you guys to see how both of them look once we're completely done with our eyes. Then we're going to go in with the color Sand by Anastasia, and we're going to be using this on our brow bone. This is going to be another kind of highlight. I didn't want to use the same Soft and Gentle on my eyebrow bone so that it would look very apparent and very different in contrast to the colors of my eyeshadows on my eyelid. This is basically how our eyes are coming out so far. Now I'm going to focus on my eyebrow routine. And as you guys have known, I am going to be using my MAC Cosmetics Concrete and the color Charcoal Brown in order to fulfill my favorite color and how I like to fill in my eyebrows. And this is just a very quick routine that I do every day, and that's basically it. That's all I use. And once we're done, this is how it's going to look like so far. Now I'm going to focus on my eyelashes. I'm just going to be curling my eyelashes with my MAC Cosmetics curler, and I'm going to be applying just a very little amount of L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara on my eyelashes since I am going to be applying falsies. After this, I'm going to be using Demi Wispies by Ardell Lashes. Now that we're done with our eyes, what we're going to do is we're going to use our face primer, and I'm going to be using the Pore Vanisher by Loreal. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to start obviously doing my foundation, and I'm going to be using my True Match foundation, and I'm going to be using the color W7 on the darker areas, and then to highlight, I'm going to be using W6 on the center, kind of like on a triangle. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then after this, I'm going to be getting a beauty blender, and I'm going to mix everything completely. I start from the outside and then I go in the inside, and then I try to just, blend it just good enough so that you can't see that, there's a white patch and then like a darker patch. And this is basically how it looks like. And then I'm going to be using highlighting pens, the Prep and Prime from MAC Cosmetics. And I'm going to be using Light Boost first. And as we all know, Kim Kardashian does a lot of highlight. I love the way that it was a very natural highlight on this tutorial, but I'm still going to be using a lot of highlight, and I'm going to be using the color Bright Forecast to kind of, sum it up underneath my eyes and in the center of my nose. Then I'm going to be mixing very carefully with this. We obviously do not want to go below our cheekbones, since we just want to highlight above, and then we're going to be contouring. Again, you guys, this is a very careful process. Make sure to do this. Take your time. I'm obviously going to be fast forwarding, but take your time when it comes to highlighting, because you don't want to look like you just have a white patch. You want to make sure that everything's blended very natural, not too exaggerated. I'm extra careful when it comes to highlighting on the bridge of my nose, just because I want that to be very subtle, but at the same time I want it to be very slim, since we do know that Kim Kardashian does contour her nose. And now I'm going to be using concealer. You guys, as you guys can tell, I have kind of like eye bags today, and that's because I recorded this very early in the morning because I wanted to have a video up for you guys. So that's why I'm going to be putting some concealer to try to cover that up. Once we're done with this step, what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be filling with mascara our lashes. We're just going to try to combine all of them just to make them very natural, but at the same time very clumped together. Then I'm going to be brightening my eyes, and of course I'm going to be using Soft and Gentle, and then I'm going to actually drag that down on the kind of like on the edges of my eyes, just so that it looks very natural and it highlights the eyes and they look very wide open. That's what we're going for. We're going for a dewy look, looking very awake. And now I'm going to be putting mascara on the bottom lashes, just like Kim Kardashian, and I'm going to try to plump them up just a bit, just so that they're very visible. I was going to put white eyeliner, you guys, but I could not find it. So if you guys are going to try to do this look, make sure to put white eyeliner. It looks a lot better with it. After this, we're going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills, the contour palette, and we're going to be using the color Banana, and this is just going to be used in order to prevent any creases underneath our eyes, and of course to highlight. And we're also going to be putting it on the bridges of our nose. Now I'm going to bronze and put blush also. I'm using the color Harmony, and this is just to give it a very subtle contour. She did not really extreme contour on this. This is more of a dewy look, so we're just going to give it a hint of contour and then a hint of blush after this. And I'm going to be using 2 blushes after, you guys. Now though, we're going to be contouring our nose for now. And this is how I'm going to do it. I've done it a couple of ways before. You can go ahead and do it the way that you prefer, but I'm using the color Harmony to just contour my nose slightly. I don't want it to be too dramatic, since I am again trying to do more of a dewy look. I'm going to be using this type of brush just to kind of blend everything together, and then I'm going to be using the color Banana just to lighten that area up and make it more natural. Now I'm going to be using the color Luminoso and Spring Sheen, or Luminoso, whatever you want to call it, and it's just going to be in the center of our cheeks. And now for a dewy skin, this is very important for this look, you guys. I'm going to be using What's Up by Benefit, and I'm basically just gonna line it up just like I do on this video. And then I'm going to use my fingers to put it all together. Next is my favorite step. I'm going to be using Soft and Gentle, and I'm going to be illuminating or highlighting the upper parts of my cheeks, and I'm going to go ahead and put as much as I want. You guys can definitely stop whenever you guys would like, and I'm also going to be putting it on the bridge of my nose. This is very important for this look, you guys. It's a very dewy looking finish. After this though, I'm going to be using my lip products, and this is stripped down. I'm so excited that I got this lip pencil. It's been raving all over YouTube as well as Instagram. Don't think that my lips are bleeding, you guys. I was wearing red lipstick last night and I forgot to kind of, you know, scrub my lips very good, so that's why it's like that. Now I'm using NYX. As you guys can tell, I put it on the center of my lips, and I used also Teddy and Kind of Sexy, which are the lipsticks that I'm using. I put NYX Seto also to give it a little bit of shine. I used NYX Gleam Illuminator on the center of my lips just to give it a highlight, and then I'm going to be applying Soft and Gentle because I really want to make it a dewy and highlighted face. And this is basically how it looks. The last touch, you guys, is Fix Plus because I want a super dewy look, just like Kim Kardashian's, and this is basically how it's turning out. This is the picture that I basically recreated. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and thank you guys so much for watching.